Hey Team Freedom, welcome to this section of Team Freedom University. My name is Jesse Macpherson, and very excited to be able to share with you guys really not just how to start your business, but truly launch your business. And for those of you guys that are brand new, just again, welcome to the team, and I hope you've really taken seriously everything that we've gone over in the playbook thus far in getting you to this point in this section of the training. And so today my topic of being private business reception, I think one of the reasons why I'm qualified to talk about this is because this is how I launched my business. And since launching my business a few years ago with a private business reception, Prepaid Legal has given me an incredible amount of freedom in my life, and thus Team Freedom and what we're here to help you get more of in your life. So private business receptions are an interesting thing. A lot of times we refer to them as PBRs, and for short, but a PBR is nothing more than a grand opening, and we're going to go through the before, during, and after, and kind of the whole segments of it. But before we do so, really why to have a private business reception? Because I've seen some people that are hesitant sometimes about doing these, and I think sometimes it's just they're misinformed, or maybe they have false expectations as to what's going to happen or how it's going to work, so we want to make sure that you feel comfortable in understanding that a private business reception is an amazing opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to truly, like I said, launch your business instead of just start. And it's kind of like this, is if I have the private business reception DVD and I go show that DVD to 10 people, including drive time, that could take me 10 hours, but here's the thing, I could schedule one appointment at my place, invite all 10 people over to my place and show the DVD, and that only takes me 30 minutes because they drove to me. So, but the private business reception is a way for you to compress time frames, and so I know a lot of you on this website are getting started in prepaid, and you're getting started because of lack of time. And so this isn't a way to do anything other than compress those time frames for you, so that way you can get things done even faster. And so a private business reception is a grand opening. A lot of times you'll hear it referred to sometimes in different languages as a party. Now, not the traditional party, but it's just a way for you to let everybody know what it is that you're doing. Because here's the thing, nobody is going to bust through your door and say, hey, I heard you were doing prepaid legal, can I get started? It's probably not going to happen. So the only way for them to get started in prepaid is that they know that you offer this incredible service or this incredible opportunity. And so this is a great way for you to showcase your business and get you off the ground very quickly to help you get your first 2 or 3 or sometimes even 4 promotions in a very short period of time. So let's go over a couple things on the private business reception. Let's kind of go over the first thing. Number one, you want to set a date, and I hear some people say, well, I'll find out when people are available and then I'll schedule it. No. Just schedule a time. Maybe Sunday, it could be during the week. It doesn't really matter, because here's the thing. The same people that can come 2 days from now are typically the same people that are going to come 2 weeks from now. So you want to schedule your private business reception as quickly as possible within the next 3 to 5 days, really to be on the safe side, as fast as humanly possible. Now, if it needs to do a little bit longer, but get it done as quick as possible. So 3 to 5 days, you have a PBR scheduled, let's say 6 o'clock on Sunday, just for this example. And so you have a PBR scheduled Sunday, 6 o'clock in your living room, and this is an opportunity for you to invite the people that you truly care about to share with them what it is that you're up to. And I know, just like you and I, we care about the people that are around us and want to know what's going on in their lives, and this is a way for you to share with them in a non-intrusive, a non-pressure environment, just a way for them to see how incredible our service is that we provide with Prepaid Legal, and about an incredible opportunity that a lot of people are really desperately in need of right now. And so, number one, we've scheduled the private business reception, okay? And what you want to do is get with your support team, okay, in your playbook, find out who your manager, director, executive director is, and make sure that they know that you have a private business reception scheduled so they can help either be there or call in. We're going to talk about those different options. But you have it scheduled, Sunday, 6 o'clock. Now, but prior to, probably the most important part of the private business reception is the invitation to the presentation. Because here's the thing I found a lot of people is they just don't invite enough people. Because a lot of people think that most of the people they invite are actually going to show up. I'm here to tell you that your odds are going to be roughly about 1 to 4 to 1 to 5. Meaning, if you want 10 people to show, you got to invite about 40 to 50 people. Now, I know that might seem crazy, but I'm just telling you, we've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these things, and I found out, without a shadow of a doubt, this is the way it works. So, if you want 10 people, You got to invite about 40. So that list in your playbook, you want to drive everybody that you feel comfortable inviting over to your place. What we want to do is we want to invite them to the grand opening of your business. And so kind of give you an example of what you might want to include in your invitation. Now the one thing I don't want you to do is I don't want you to sound scripted, because that's kind of strange. You know, if you call up your friend and say, "Hey John, I just started a new business," I mean, they're going to think you're strange. So what we want you to do is kind of be normal, be yourself in this invitation. But the couple things I think are important is you want to add urgency, excitement, and importance. You want to make sure that they know that, you know, there's some urgency behind it. You want to make sure that you're excited, and you want to make sure that they know it's important. They show up to your private business reception, to the grand opening of your new business. And so in the invitation process, when you're calling someone, let's say I'm calling John on my list. And when I call John, here's a great line to open the conversation with. "Hey John, what are you doing Sunday at 6? Because what you're doing is you're finding out if they're available during that time in the first place. "Oh, you're open? Perfect. Listen, John, what I'd really love for you to do is this, is I'm having a grand opening, I'm launching a new business, okay, and I'm actually going to be doing it from my home this Sunday at 6 o'clock. It's going to be about an hour of your time. It's something you may or may not be interested in, but I'm sure you would know some people that you know, you might be able to point me in the right direction. I just really like your opinion. I'd love for you to come out and support me. Can you come to my place on Sunday for about 6 o'clock? It'd mean the world to me." And so all you're doing is you're asking them to come, evaluate some information. They may or may not be interested. Maybe they might know the right people, so it's not a very direct approach, you know, saying, "Look, you need to do this," okay? It's just inviting them to come take a look at what it is that you're doing. Because here's the thing, they may or may not be interested immediately, but they will never be interested if they don't know about it, number one. And number two, they can't ever get it from you if they don't know that you offer it. And so what we want to do is just invite them to the presentation that's going to be happening at your place. And so you're not doing the presentation, so breathe, you know, take the stress off on that one. But all that's going to happen is we're going to get as many people as we possibly can there. Now here's what I found out on the day of the presentation, come 5 o'clock, what's interesting is you're going to have a lot of people that told you they were going to show up, not show up. They're going to call you and cancel, and things are going to come up, and kids are going to get sick, and someone's going to go to the hospital, and you know, someone happens to be flying in at that time. They got to go to the airport. It's just the way things are, okay? But check this out. As we get a few people, whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, whatever it is in your home, okay? All right, it's a simple presentation. Now, to get the setup right, a couple of things, all right? I think it's good to have some light music. You know, I don't think you should dress up in a suit, but I wouldn't dress too down, you know, just kind of casual, you know, kind of nice for you, okay, as if you were maybe going out to a nice meal or something, all right? But here's the thing, having some light music is playing, don't have a complete smorgasbord of food, have something simple. We say, you know, chips, dip, soda, or, you know, maybe some, you know, veggie sticks or something like that, okay? Keep it very simple. No tools out. The only thing you need to have out is you're going to have applications and pens on the desk or the coffee table or wherever they're going to be gathering around to watch the presentation on the television, okay? So that's it, nothing else, all right? Don't rearrange your furniture. That's an important thing, okay? Don't set out 60 chairs. Don't go to a party rental store and get folding ones, you know? Okay, none of that, okay? Keep everything casual. If a lot of people show up and you need to drag chairs in from the dining room or the kitchen, that's a great thing, okay? Then it seems like more people showed up. But more often than not, what I find is a lot of people expect more to show up than actually do, and instead of being upset or disappointed, just understand that regardless of how many people shows up, that's how many people showed up. The ones that didn't show up, it's fine. We can go back and expose them later, and in fact, they're probably going to feel a little guilty for not showing up in the first place. So you'll even have another one-up on them to have them watch the DVD maybe the next day. So, but here's the thing. We've got the setup, we've got the DVD, okay, ready to play. We have the private business reception DVD, hence that's why they call this a private business reception. Okay, we have applications and pens out. We haven't rearranged the furniture. We got some chips, dip, soda. We got a nice, calm, easy, simple environment, okay, for people to come in. It's comfortable, it's nothing weird, okay, it's nothing over the top. Something that's important is distractions to a minimum, all right? So if you have your cell phone, you want to turn that off. If you have your home phone, you turn that off if you have an opportunity to. Children, if you get a sitter or maybe have somebody in another section of the house, they're just very distracting, and it's hard to, you know, get across a presentation when in the middle of everything that's going on. Also, pets, if you have cats or dogs, we'd encourage you to please put them in the other room. We have some interesting stories about people right here in Team Freedom with pets involved in private business receptions, and they just don't mix very well. So, but aside from that, you're ready to get the presentation going. So, before, what we're going to do is this. There's two situations. Number one, you'll have an expert there with you at the private business reception, which is great, okay? But that may not always be the case. The second way is you're going to have an expert available by phone that's going to be ready to call in. So you want to make sure, like I said, your support team and your playbook knows that you're scheduling this private business reception. So if you have a support team there, you have your upline manager, director, executive director in the room, what you're going to do is this, is just simply introduce the person that's going to be helping host your private business reception. And what you want to do is this, I think this is important, is number one, thank everyone for coming. Just say, hey guys, thank you for coming out today. I really appreciate you coming to support me in the launch of my new business and this new project. And one of the things I would recommend is ask them to turn their cell phones off, so there's no distractions. The third thing that I would recommend that you do is just tell them why you're doing this. And say, look guys, I'm getting started in this business. For me, prior to prepaid legal services, I was teaching dance classes in Los Angeles, and I found out you have to teach a lot of those to pay rent. So, I'm looking for a way to earn a little bit of extra on the side, and, maybe a way for me to spend more time with my family, and, really have a way to be able to pursue my passions without being burnt out all the time. So I'm going to let them know why I am doing this. That's what I did at my private business reception. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce my expert, or I'm going to introduce the DVD, the Private Business Reception DVD. So what I want to do is share with you this DVD. You can get a chance to see about an incredible service, about an opportunity, like I said, may or may not be for you, but you're the people I care about the most, so I wanted you to know about this because it's something that I feel passionate about. And so all you're going to do is introduce the expert or the DVD, and the expert will take over and play the DVD for you if they're going to tell their story and play the DVD, or just have the DVD roll. And it's about a 30-35 minute presentation for them to watch the entire clip so they understand the membership, they understand the details about, the compensation plan, how to get started, and as soon as the DVD over, now it's game time, right? So, alright, it's closing time. No, it's not closing time. I mean, really, it's as simple as this, guys. You're just going to take the temperature of the people in the room. And what you're going to find out is some people are going to be interested, some people are going to have questions, some might even be slightly negative. Some people, have preconceived notions. They think this is like something else they may have seen somewhere else, or like something else out there, unfortunately, that, has a bad rap. But here's the situation. Regardless of what happens at the end of the private business reception, all we're doing is just taking their temperature. And how you do that is you say this, what did you like best? You're just going to pass out applications to everyone there in the room and start getting them filled out. You usually know the people that are the most excited because they're usually smiling or happy. The ones that are frowning are usually not that interested. So here's the thing. At the end of the presentation, just pass out applications. Great question. What did you like best? Wow, it all made sense. It looks awesome. Great, let's get you started. And what you're going to do at the private business reception is go ahead and schedule the next person's private business reception. And they say, how do I do this business? Well, there's a great online training program for the organization that you're joining called Team Freedom and Team Freedom University that they can get plugged into and watch this whole thing right online. And so here's as simple as it is, guys. You have an expert there. They're going to hang out to answer questions. If you don't have an expert present, at the end of the DVD, you're going to phone in your expert for them to share their story and help answer questions of the people in the room. So again, being brand new, I want you to understand, your job is really to schedule, invite people, just set up, play the DVD, and pass off to your expert, whether they're locally or over the phone. Our system is here to help support you to get your business launched and off the ground. And so, guys, it's an amazing way to launch and start your business. This is how I launched a few years ago. After my private business reception, I made $1,100 in the next 2 weeks as a result of launching correctly. And I know that this is the best thing that you can do to get your business off the ground. So I encourage you, as soon as this training segment is over, if you have not scheduled your private business reception in your playbook, find out when you can do one, schedule it with your sponsor, and I look forward to seeing you get your first promotion and your first check. Thank you guys for being here.